My racing strategy. Let's make this clean from the ground up. 1. If I've made this video, then this probably means I made it to Legend 1 or 2. 2. Or I just simply had a heart for something worth sharing. 3. All I'm doing is just sharing knowledge to you to help you understand my capabilities so you yourself can do the same things I'm doing. So you can win more matches. However, without further ado, let's begin. For my first exposed personal strategy in Crossworlds is items. My favorite items in Crossworlds are boost whiffs, drills, the laser, and of course, the monster truck. Why? It's because these are the items to help you cut times. Why not the others? Well, the others involves preventing other players or protection. Preventing items can help you lower others' momentum, while as for protection items can prevent others' attacks. But to simplify this idea, that boost is the power to cut times and climb the position ladder. By using boost to its maximum capacity is leverage. It's literally leverage at its finest. Think about it. You get to cut through objects, go off courses, dodge things, and even take placements. You're literally like a ninja if you master leverage. Leverage is the foundation to life changes. If you use them all in the track without reasoning, you're off for an awful surprise. My apologies, but you, my friend, are not going to get very far with that, like, what are you doing with this? However, the boost becomes useless instead of useful in boosting all at once. You must, and I mean must understand the track's corners to get better results. So now you know my favorite items are. Now, I think you're ready to know what is my second personal strategy. My second strategy, the bear strategy, is to start low and end high. What I mean is, you want to start last and end in first in the end of the race, since the end goal is to win. How to maintain and extend the capabilities of winning each race. On the first lap, stay within 7th and 12th place. Doing this helps increase the item pullout percentage rates to items that are powerful. It's like the game knows you need items to catch up to the pack. So, what do? You wait until you receive time-cutting items to appear and use them to their fullest potential. But how did you catch up to the pack? I thought you would never ask. Questioning you are asking is a part of my third personal strategy. This strategy is to use my skills, abilities to keep up to the pack. So, we know the importance and use of your items. What tactics or tricks you use to rise in placements. I drift a lot and constantly use the level 4 drift boost with technical drift to execute the boost when needed. Even in the air, I hold the drift while doing tricks so I keep the gauge running when landing. sometimes to prevent ear hits with the level 4 boost. However, sometimes I stay behind people who are holding projectiles, trying to bait them into using their items, resulting of them missing, hitting other players, or simply being blocked from hits. Which leads us to my fourth personal strategy, drift dodging, or you can call it drift baiting. To do this, you must be drifting, and while you're in the position to passing the person in front of you, accelerate your drift, then slow down while drifting once passed. To bait the trigger, you must go from the front to behind them fast until they waste their item. If they have nothing in hand, then that's when you proceed. Sometimes if there's more than one close by, slow down and let the others to take the hit. Taking a hit affects your momentum. The less hits you take, the better that your outcome in winning the race. Now, if you get hit, think more, say less. Knowing the distance, options, and odds changes the dynamic of the race. Now, for the final personal strategy, my fifth personal strategy, the reset strategy. Usually, when I'm hit, I'll restart the process and aim to be within positions 8 to 6, within lap 2 to 3. Lastly, if I have the boost before the laser, I'll use boost to cut corners, then finish with the laser to finish the job. The boost to laser combo is my best combo strategy in game. It's very effective if you know what to do with it. It's useless when 3 to 5 people in front when the leader is within a large gap between the players. It also doesn't do well if you're too far from the pack, so stay close to the pack. Lastly, when using the laser at a straightaway, make sure the crystal is above the player or past the player. If you can have the crystal past the player, more than likely you'll pass the player or players in front of you. Plus, don't forget it has a 2-second delay at the start of the use and an invincibility delay at the end for 2 seconds. Now you know my tactics. Now for my skills and wisdom. My skill with Babylon Drift. Like any other story, I began at a rough start, losing multiple times in Grand Prix and world matches. But I've later to find out if I take the time to understand the gadget more. Practicing time trials, I knew for a fact that may help develop my memory for the tracks with the gadget. Once I've gotten past A to S rank time frames, I began a specific challenge for myself, and that was to do Grand Prix. If might known or watched my previous video, that video was a challenge. The challenge was to beat level 10 bots in Grand Prix. If you have played level 10 bots in the Grand Prix, you know that the game is difficult to master. And this is without supersonic. But doing this helps you to create a strategy best that suits for you throughout the game. Understanding the game dynamics helps create strategies to solve a problem. Apparently, mine was to use the boost or time-cutting items to overtake positions. That's because the ending of a race is the most important aspect of a race. It decides whether we won or not. You nor time can change it once you hit the finish line. It goes to the records, history, placements that cannot be shifted. Without a plan, you can never excel. You need a plan to prepare for the worst comings. And the people who are most likely to succeed in the races compared to those who act when the moments come. Remember, whether you win or lose, you can't win them all, but you can shift the dynamic of the game with just skill alone. Hopefully this helps you understand the curve. Hopefully this gives you to master those curves like an expert, if you know what I mean. Alright? That is it for me. I'll see you in the track. Good luck.